Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the penny. United States of America. Imagine turning 1 cent into $60,000. That's exactly what happened with this old coin. Top 1. Did you know that a tiny copper coin hiding in your drawer, just one single 2009 penny, could be worth more than a brand new Tesla? Yes, you heard that right. A single 1 cent piece. But not just any penny, we're talking about a specific version from 2009. A proof set coin that's quietly taking the coin world by storm. Cut to slow motion B-roll of a gleaming 2009 proof penny rotating under a spotlight. This isn't just loose change. This is legacy in metal. A treasure minted during one of the most meaningful years in American numismatic history. Studio microphone voiceover builds suspense asterisk. In 2009, the US Mint released 4 different designs of the Lincoln penny, honoring the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent itself. Each of these designs tells a piece of Lincoln's life, from a log cabin in Kentucky to his presidency in Washington, D.C. But within those designs lies one particular coin, struck in a special way, from a rare proof set, that's turning heads at major auctions. Chart increasing excited tone. This isn't your average pocket change, folks. This is ultra high quality. A coin with mirror-like fields, frosted details, and flawless perfection. The kind of coin collectors and investors fight over. Gemstone. And now the value? That's where things get really interesting. Movie camera cut to footage of coin shows, auction houses, collectors inspecting coins with loupes. One of these 2009 proof pennies, not just any one, but the right one, recently shocked the numismatic world. It didn't just sell for a few bucks. Oh no. It sold for ******* microphone with clear emphasis. $2,700. Stop sign. But that's just the beginning. A pristine, flawless example, certified at the highest grade, one that makes even seasoned collectors' jaws drop, went for an unbelievable dramatic pause. $647,000. Fireworks sound effect, cash register plus gasps plus upbeat music kicks in. Yes. You heard right. Over $500,000 for a penny. That's more than the cost of a luxury home in many parts of the country. Direct hit voiceover turns informative and inspiring. So why are these coins so valuable? It's all about condition, rarity, and demand. Proof coins are struck with extra care. Fewer are made. And when collectors search for perfection, they're willing to pay a premium. A life-changing premium. Brain. Add in the historical importance of the 2009 designs, and you've got a perfect storm. A small coin with big potential. Package. And here's the kicker. Some of these high-value 2009 proof pennies are still sitting in unopened proof sets, in basements, in storage lockers, or forgotten gift boxes. Eyes engaging hook to keep viewers watching. So go check those old sets. Look in your closet. Ask your parents. Dig through that drawer of old coins you never bothered with. Because if you've got the right 2009 proof penny, especially one that's never been touched, you might just be sitting on a fortune. Speaking head excited voice, pulling audience in. Imagine holding something worth over $647,000, something that used to buy bubble gum. Loudspeaker closing call to action, bold and energetic. If this video blew your mind, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're uncovering more everyday treasures that could turn your spare change into serious cash. Share this with your friends. Let's see who's sitting on a hidden gold mine. Bell. And don't forget, 1 cent could be your lottery ticket. The next millionaire might be watching this video right now. Fire final punchline with flair asterisk. This is not just a penny. This is history hidden in copper. And it's worth up to $647,000. Top 2. Have you ever looked at a penny and thought, it's just 1 cent, what could it possibly be worth? Well, what if I told you that a certain 1983 penny, a coin that looks just like every other in your change jar, could be worth more than $60,000. That's right. One little copper-colored coin, from a year most people forget, could secretly be the most valuable item in your entire house. This isn't some made-up story. This is a real, physical, US mint-issued coin, and it's hiding in plain sight. Now before you rush to your wallet, hear this. This isn't the regular 1983 penny you find in circulation. We're talking about a very specific kind. The 1983 American penny from a proof set. A coin that was never meant for everyday use. A coin that was created with exacting precision by the US Mint for collectors, struck multiple times with polished dies, producing a brilliant, mirror-like finish and incredibly sharp detail. The kind of coin you wouldn't spend at a gas station, but the kind people stored away, untouched, sometimes for decades. And that decision may now be worth tens of thousands of dollars. See, most people have no idea what's sitting in their closets, tucked away in little government-issued plastic cases. Those old proof sets, often forgotten, sometimes handed down by grandparents or picked up at a yard sale, might contain one of the rarest and most valuable pennies of the 1980s. And here's what makes the 1983 proof penny so special. It was produced in a year when the US Mint had fully transitioned from copper to copper-coated zinc. But some collectors and experts believe that special varieties or rare transitional errors could exist among these proof coins, coins that are practically unknown to the general public. Even without errors, certain proof pennies from 1983, especially those graded at a perfect or near-perfect level by third-party grading companies, are commanding staggering prices. We're talking pristine condition. We're talking ultra-high grade. We're talking about coins that have been preserved so perfectly over the decades that collectors are willing to pay almost anything to add one to their collection. Some of these coins have sold for eye-watering amounts at auction. Others are climbing in value as more collectors realize just how rare flawless proof examples have become. And here's where it gets really exciting, and honestly, kind of unbelievable. A single 1983 proof penny, just one coin, if it's in the right condition, has already sold for $2,700. That's not a theory. That's not hype. That's real cash paid for a coin that originally cost cents to make. But that's just the beginning. A perfect, top-tier 1983 proof penny, graded by professionals at the highest level, in untouched, flawless condition, recently shocked the collecting world. That little 1-cent coin, no bigger than a button, sold for a jaw-dropping $66,000. Yes, $66,000. For one penny. Think about that. You might have a single coin, sitting quietly in your home right now, that's worth more than a luxury vehicle. More than many people's yearly salary. And yet, it looks so ordinary, most people wouldn't even notice it. So why do these coins bring in that kind of money? It's the perfect combination of rarity, condition, and demand. When only a few perfect examples exist, and collectors around the world are fighting to own one, the price can skyrocket overnight. Add in a little mystery, like possible unnoticed mint errors or transitional features, and the value only grows. So here's the question you need to ask yourself. Have you ever seen a 1983 proof set lying around? Maybe in your attic? A family heirloom? A gift from decades ago? If you have one, it's time to take a serious look. Don't crack it open. Don't touch it with your fingers. And whatever you do, don't toss it in with the rest of your coins. Because you could be holding a treasure worth more than your paycheck, your savings, or your car. This isn't just about coins. It's about opportunity, the kind hiding right under your nose. People throw pennies away without thinking twice. But someone out there just sold one for $66,000. The only difference between them and you? They knew what to look for. Now, so do you. So check those proof sets. Look for 1983. And if you find that shiny, untouched penny staring back at you, you may want to get it graded, insured, and locked up. Because that's no longer spare change. That's a fortune in disguise. If this shocked you, if you can't believe what you just heard, imagine how many others don't know either. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more hidden treasures. And whatever you do, don't underestimate the power of a penny. Top 3. Have you ever passed over a penny, thinking it's worthless? Just a simple coin, something you'd drop on the ground and not even bother to pick up. What if I told you that one of those forgotten, overlooked pennies, specifically from 1975, could be worth enough to pay off your car, your credit cards, and maybe even your house? I'm not exaggerating. This is real. And the best part? It could be sitting in your home right now, locked away in an old proof set, waiting for someone to finally discover what it's truly worth. In 1975, the US Mint produced some of the most stunning proof coins in American history. These weren't ordinary pennies handed out in change. They were made differently, struck with special dies, polished to a mirror finish, and sealed into proof sets meant only for collectors. They were created with precision and care. Each detail, from Lincoln's jacket to the Lincoln Memorial in the background, was crafted with sharp, frosted definition against a glassy, reflective surface. These weren't coins you spent. These were coins you saved. Coins you put away. Coins that most people never looked at twice. But here's where it gets crazy. Some of these 1975 proof pennies, if preserved perfectly, untouched by time or human hands, are now selling for life-changing amounts. We're talking about coins that people originally paid just a few dollars to own in a set. And now, they're bringing in serious money, the kind of money that turns heads at auctions and makes coin dealers sit up straight. And why? Because over the decades, most proof coins were handled, degraded, or damaged. But if you've got one that's still in pristine condition, that's where the jackpot lies. Imagine finding a 1975 proof penny, still sealed in its original US Mint packaging. The shine is flawless. The fields are crystal clear. The details are razor sharp. No fingerprints. No dust. Just perfection. That's the kind of coin collectors dream about. The kind that turns a simple 1-cent piece into a gold mine. And let me be clear, these are not myths. These are real coins, real auctions, and real dollars changing hands. Every single day, collectors and investors are searching proof sets from the 70s, hoping to uncover one of these rare, flawless survivors. And let me give you a warning, if you've got a 1975 proof set, do not open it carelessly. Don't clean it. Don't touch the coin. Don't even breathe on it. Because even a tiny flaw can be the difference between a $100 coin and something worth thousands, or more. Now, here comes the moment you've been waiting for. The big number. Just how much is one of these 1975 proof pennies actually worth? Well, a verified, professionally graded example in excellent condition has already sold for $2,700. That's $2,700 for a penny. But that's not even the highest number. Not even close. One extremely rare and immaculate 1975 proof penny, certified as near perfect by top grading authorities, recently shocked everyone when it was sold for a staggering $86,000. Yes, you heard that right. $86,000 for one single penny from a proof set from 1975. A coin that most people wouldn't even notice if it fell between their couch cushions. But in the right condition, it's worth more than most Americans make in an entire year. More than a luxury car. More than a down payment on a house. And here's the thing, there might be one sitting in your attic right now, collecting dust. Unopened. Undiscovered. So what should you do? Go find that old US Mint proof set. The one you inherited. The one you picked up years ago at a coin shop or flea market. Take a look. Carefully. Because that little copper coin, if it's a 1975 penny from a proof set, might just be your golden ticket. It might be the most valuable thing you own, and you don't even know it yet. It's not just about coins. It's about hidden value. About paying attention to what others overlook. Because while most people are walking past pennies, someone else just turned one into $86,000. This is why collectors are obsessed. This is why the market is booming. And this is why you should never, ever underestimate the power of a single coin. If you found this unbelievable, just wait until you see what other coins are hiding massive value in plain sight. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're serious about turning forgotten change into serious cash, and share this video, because someone you know might be sitting on a penny worth more than their paycheck. Point one penny. One moment. One massive opportunity. And it could all start with a 1975 proof set and the one coin nobody thought to check. Top 4. You're about to find out why one of the most ordinary looking pennies, a coin you've probably seen 100 times in your life, could actually be hiding a secret that's worth more than your entire monthly paycheck. This isn't just any penny. This is a 1996 American proof penny. And if you have one, untouched, flawless, and sealed in a proof set, you might be sitting on a fortune. Now, let's take a step back for a second. Because when most people think about pennies, they think about coins they don't even bother picking up off the ground. Pennies sit in jars, get dropped between couch cushions, and most of the time they're forgotten. But in the coin world, certain pennies are more than just pocket change. Certain pennies are powerful. They're historical. And some are extremely profitable. In 1996, the US Mint produced a series of proof coins for collectors. These weren't ordinary coins that went through vending machines or were handed out as change at the grocery store. Proof coins are made differently. They're struck with extra care, using special dyes and polished blanks. Each one is minted multiple times to give it razor-sharp detail and a mirror-like surface that absolutely glows under the light. The 1996 proof penny is one of those coins. But what makes it stand out is what's happened since then. Over time, many of those proof coins were handled, dropped, touched, or left out in the open air. And the second that happens, the value drops. You might not see the flaw with your eyes, but collectors do, and grading experts definitely do. That's why the few remaining 1996 proof pennies that are still sealed, untouched, and in absolutely pristine condition, those are the ones collectors are now fighting to get their hands on. You might be wondering, how rare can it be? It's just a 1996 penny, right? Millions were made. But here's the truth, it's not about how many were made. It's about how many survived in perfect shape. The ones that are still in their original proof set, never removed, never scratched, never touched. The ones that look like they were minted yesterday. Those are the coins that are exploding in value. Imagine this, you open a drawer, you find an old proof set from 1996. You don't think much of it at first. But then you look closer. The penny inside is glowing. The details are sharp. The surface reflects like a mirror. No dust, no spots, no damage. You just might be holding a hidden treasure, and here's where it gets exciting. Because collectors are paying real money for these coins. And I'm not talking about a few bucks. I'm talking about serious money. This isn't a hobby anymore, it's a hunt. Every day, collectors and investors are searching for high-grade proof coins. And when they find one in top condition from a key year like 1996, they don't hesitate. Because they know the potential value. But the general public? They have no clue. That's why these proof sets are still out there. Sitting in basements. Tucked into boxes from the 90s. Given as birthday gifts and then forgotten. Right now, someone could be walking past a proof set at a garage sale. Someone else could be about to throw one out during spring cleaning. And someone, maybe even you, might already own one without even knowing it's worth a small fortune. So here's what you need to do. If you have a 1996 US Mint proof set, go get it. Look at the penny. Not just a glance. Really look. Does it shine? Are there any marks? Any scratches? If it's clean, untouched, and still sealed in its original case, you need to get that coin graded by a professional. Because you might be in for a shock. One 1996 proof penny, in pristine condition, has already sold for $2,700. Yes, a single penny. But wait. That's just the beginning. Because one nearly perfect example, certified at the highest grading level by experts, recently sold for a jaw-dropping $77,000. That's right. $77,000. For a penny. Think about that. A coin that originally cost less than $1 to produce. A coin you could hold between your fingers. A coin that most people would never think twice about. Worth more than a luxury SUV. Worth more than a full year's salary for most working Americans. And the best part? These aren't locked away in museums. They're out there. In people's homes. In storage boxes. In collections that haven't been opened in decades. You could be sitting on one right now. So before you throw out old coins. Before you give away that proof set. Before you say, "It's just a penny." Stop and think. That tiny coin could be the most valuable thing you own. And if this blew your mind, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe for more hidden coin secrets, and share this video with everyone you know. Because someone out there has a 1996 proof penny worth $77,000, and they don't even know it yet. This is more than just a penny. This is your wake-up call. Check your proof sets. Because the next time you open that coin case, you might not be holding 1 cent. You might be holding $77,000.